My name is Stacia McMahon. I'm with ABC 6 and Fox 28. It's an honor to be here with you today. Thank you for joining us as we honor and recognize our Gold Star families, preserving the legacy of their loved ones who made the ultimate sacrifice. This is a very special day, nearly 5 years in the making. Today is about the families of our fallen, and we are so grateful you all could be here today. It's been said that you have family everywhere you go in the military. We know that's true, not just for the service members, but for their families as well. Extended military family is very real. We lean on each other. We are always connected, even for a grown-up military brat like me. I know wherever I go, I will always have family. And that's why it's so important to gather today as family, to honor the families of our fallen. It is our duty as family to make sure you know we have not forgotten. You are not alone. Thank you for your service as a family.
Since World War I, the last Sunday in September has been observed as Gold Star Mother's Day to recognize and honor those who lost a son or daughter who died in the line of duty while serving in the armed forces of the United States. By a joint resolution of Congress, it was officially declared a national day and proclaimed annually by every president ever since. And President Barack Obama declared it Gold Star Mothers and Family Day in 2011. While I served in the Army starting in 1990, I saw firsthand the sacrifices made by families like Dominic Pilas, killed in Mogadishu, Somalia, Tara Harris when her father died in a parachute accident, Ashley Bostic, Jean Bishnall, and Kathy Taylor when their loved ones were killed in Afghanistan, men I served with, and Bobby Kings when he succumbed to the demons he wrestled with. They and so many others left behind mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, and spouses. It's a sacrifice no one should have to experience, a loss that will forever leave a hole in the fabric of families. Whether they are killed in combat or training, the loss is forever. The most subtle things will bring back a cherished memory. It could be an absence of parent day, a feather floating to the ground, that first crisp smell of an autumn morning. Every day is a reminder for the families. And we're proud to include this special monument in our memorial grove for those families who've experienced this tremendous loss. By having this here, as soon as you pull into the parking lot, it's in a place of honor and it engages you. It's the very first thing that our guests experience before they walk into the museum. It will educate all visitors to the grove, what is considered a public park, about Gold Star families and what true sacrifice means. It will be a touchstone that provides a needed connection. It's a place for quiet contemplation and a place for special memories.
And I started going through the who, what, when, where, why. So I'm not going to do them in that order, but I'm going to talk a little bit about some of those. The what, a memorial, something physical that we can lay our hands on, we can touch, we can see. And I think of what the committee went through for this, because, you know, under Woody Williams Foundation, there is a form, and you will always recognize the form of the statue. It touches your heart just looking at it with the cutout and the granite of the service member. But there are opportunities to personalize it for this specific memorial. And those are hard decisions to make, not to mention just the decision of where. We'll get to that. So what it is, it's an incredible memorial that's a physical, tangible thing. But the who, and here's where I kept getting off track. I think, well, it's for the Gold Star families. Well, yeah, duh. But that's really not it. It's for the service members and veterans who have somebody special that they lost, somebody they served with that they lost, the sacrifices that have happened from wartime service. And it gives them an anchor as well. So it's not just the Gold Star families that are impacted by the loss of one of our service members. It's their fellow service members. It's the folks in their community that knew them as they grew up from children. mostly it's anyone who cared for that person as a person. But I will tell you, it goes beyond that in the community. For the community members that maybe don't have a personal touch with someone who was lost due to war or to defending this great nation, it also helps them stop and say, you know, they do make sacrifices. And when the service member doesn't come back, it's their family that carries that in their hearts. So it's not just those who have that personal connection. So when? There's never a wrong time. But I gotta tell you, today's dedication was certainly timed well, and I know that was very intentional. But also at this point in our world, in our life, because we're still hearing about all these conflicts that are going on. We hear what's going on, and we can't forget about Russia and Ukraine, but what's going on in Israel and Palestine, and realize that truly that's just the surface, because that's what we're hearing on the news. And that our servicemen and women are still deployed across the world, and many of them in dangerous places, some of them in places where they can make a difference for peace, but they're still gone from their family. So when, I think this was kind of a poignant time because of what we're living through right now. Not that there's ever a bad time to make sure that those that we've lost are remembered, but today just seemed to hit me as just right. I hope it does you as well. The why. When I have the privilege to meet with our Gold Star families, you know what they always say? I want to make sure that my son, my daughter, my brother, my husband, my dad, my sister, my mom, that they're not forgotten. You know, they will always be held tight in the hearts of their families and their best friends. But you want it to be bigger than that. You want people to remember, and not just that an airman died or a Marine died, but that my loved one by name made a sacrifice. I want to make sure that the world doesn't forget the sacrifice that my service member made, and then sacrifices our family. We want to make sure they were always remembered, that they're never forgotten.
Because this place is not about artifacts. Yes, there are artifacts here, but the essence of this place are not the artifacts. The heart of this memorial, in this museum, are the stories of the soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, ghosties, who've served their nation. So I don't believe that it's a mistake, that it's taken 5 years to bring this to fruition. I don't think that it was a mistake that this memorial is going here and not at our State House. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe this is going exactly where it belongs. Because this memorial continues telling the stories of our fallen, and the families and the parents of our fallen. And I think that's a critical story that we all have the responsibility to tell. Over 650,000 people have given their lives in service of this country since we've been a country. Another 450,000 have died in non-combat related ways associated with our nation's conflicts. You realize that's more people than the population of Columbus, Ohio. Imagine if the population of Columbus, Ohio disappeared. And the burden was on us to ensure that every single one of those stories was never forgotten. Yet, ladies and gentlemen, that's our charge. That's why the memorial belongs here. That's why this monument belongs here. Because not only will it be the first thing that they see when they get out of their cars to come here to see the place, but as they go back to their cars, it'll be the last thing they see. And I can't think of a more appropriate way for the visitors to this place to close out this experience.
Today, as we observe Gold Star Mothers and Gold Star Families Day, we are reminded that this is one of the few days each year where the broader community pauses to reflect on the sacrifices made by our fallen hero families. For those of us who have lost a loved one, however, every day is a of our loss, and every day we remember. Today offers you all a unique opportunity to connect with one of the families who stood, and there were a lot more than I expected. Ask them about their loved one. You will learn the significant impact of dates like August 3rd, March 16th, March 18th, March 21st, March 22nd, May 6th, May 10th, June 9th, June 28th, November 1st, November 13th, and so many other dates that I could have listed. Although these dates reflect on the loss, it is meant to encourage you to learn about their lives. These dates are more than just numbers on a calendar. They represent cherished memories, love, and deep loss. Thank you, I'm a mess up here. By learning their stories, you help carry forward the legacy of the fallen and ensure their sacrifice is not forgotten. It is both a solemn and heartfelt privilege to stand before you today as we dedicate this Gold Star Family's Memorial Monument. This monument stands as a lasting tribute to the families whose lives have forever been changed by the loss of a loved one in service to our nation. It is a symbol of both profound sorrow and enduring honor. Woody's motto, "The cause is greater than I," came from his early days delivering telegrams, informing families that their loved one was not coming home. He saw those Blue Star banners in windows turn to gold, and it left an indelible mark on him. A driving force behind Woody's passion for establishing a Gold Star Family's Memorial Monument in every community was education. Many, like myself, had never heard the term Gold Star Family until it became a personal reality. I didn't know what it meant until I was presented with a Gold Star pin and became known as a Gold Star spouse. Over the years, I've caught myself feeling frustrated when others were unaware of what it meant to be a Gold Star family member, even within our military community. But then I remind myself that had my life story been different, I too might still be unaware. This is an opportunity to educate, to share the life and service of Daniel, and to tell the world what it means to be a Gold Star family member. That is part of what this monument stands for. This monument is not only a reminder of those we have lost, but a testament to the strength and resilience of the families they left behind. It speaks to the courage of those who must carry on with the void of their loved one. For these families, every day is a silent memorial, and this monument is a way for all of us to acknowledge their enduring pain, their quiet heroism, and their strength. But this monument also speaks to something broader: community. It stands as a reminder that the sacrifices made by our service members and their families are not borne alone. This monument ensures that no family grieves in silence, that no story is forgotten, and that every sacrifice is honored. To the families here today, I want to say this: we see you. We honor you. We honor your loved ones. The pain you carry is not yours to bear alone. This monument is a living reminder that we will always remember your sacrifice. Your loved one gave their lives for our freedoms, and in doing so, left a legacy that will never fade. This monument will stand as a place of reflection, remembrance, and gratitude for generations to come. In closing, let this monument remind us all of the price of freedom and the sacrifices that make it possible. Let it stand as a symbol of the love and devotion of those who serve and those who stand behind them. Thank you all.
come to unveil the monument.
to the prairies, to the ocean.